What up, humans? Kurumi here, and welcome to the Mobile Legends Bootcamp. In this video, we are going to talk about the Vroom Vroom tank hero, Johnson. Johnson has a good set of area of effect, transforming, crowd control, and buff skills. Our Mustang, Johnson, is a tank hero. I consider Johnson as a great ganking tank, since his ultimate skill grants him to transform into an automobile to bring havoc to enemies. He can also take a person with him inside throughout the journey. His passive skill is what makes Johnson one of the most durable tanks out there. Now, let me share some tips and tricks on how to use Johnson based on my experience. I will also teach you some combos and techniques on the latter part of this bootcamp. But before that, let me explain his skills one by one for further understanding. Johnson's passive, Electro Airbag, lets Johnson generate a shield that absorbs damage when his health point reaches below 30%. The shield absorption points depends on Johnson's total physical defense. This shield lasts for 10 seconds and has a 100 seconds cooldown. Johnson's first skill, Deadly Pincers, lets Johnson throw a spanner in the designated direction. Enemies hit along the path and on the area of impact will receive certain points of magic damage. Enemies hit on the area of impact will be stunned for a few moments. The damage of this skill is based on Johnson's total physical defense. Johnson's second skill, Electromag Raise, lets Johnson raise his shield to deal continuous magic damage to enemies in a fan-shaped range in front of him. Enemies affected by the raise will also have their move speed reduced. While holding up the shield, Johnson can still deal basic attacks and cast skills.
You have slain an enemy. Our turret is under attack.
Johnson's ultimate skill, Rapid Touchdown, lets Johnson transform into an automobile and lets him drive throughout the map. Upon casting, Johnson jumps and transforms into an automobile. You can either wait for other ally to hop on your automobile, or start accelerating by clicking the button for your ultimate again. Johnson will still start accelerating after a few moments, even if you don't click the ultimate button again. Take note that only one ally can hop in the car. Upon acceleration, Johnson will rush forward. Johnson's automobile speed at first is slow, and just accelerates as he moves. You can control his direction with the directional button. Just like in real-life driving, Johnson can only make turns that are realistic for an automobile. You won't be able to stop his movement unless you click again the ultimate skill button, or if he hits an obstacle or an enemy hero. Enemy minions hit by the skill will receive magic damage but won't be stunned by Johnson. They will just be passed through, and they will go on with their usual daily life after. Upon hitting an enemy hero or obstacle or clicking the ultimate button again, the automobile will explode. Enemies hit by the explosion will be stunned, and will receive a certain amount of magic damage depending on Johnson's speed and total magic power. The explosion creates an electrified area, which deals magic damage and slows down enemies in the area of effect. Aside from that, his ultimate skill passively increases Johnson's physical defense by 10% permanently. There are so many items that you can buy for Johnson. You can focus on items that grants physical defense, or items that gives you high health points. For me, I choose to buy items that grants physical defense, health points, and magic defense. As for starting item, you can consider buying warrior boots. This item grants you additional physical defense and movement speed. Its unique passive grants additional physical defenses buff on each basic attack received. The physical defense received can stack and can reach to a maximum of 25 points. This lasts for a few moments. You might want to consider Blade Armor. This item grants you additional physical defense. Its unique passive deals 25% of the opponent's physical attack as physical damage to an attacker when a basic attack is received. It's just like returning a percentage of their attack to them. You can consider buying Antique Cuirass. This grants you health points, physical defense, and health points regeneration. Its unique passive reduces the physical and magic attack of the enemies attacking you by 6%. The effect lasts for 2 seconds, and the effect stacks up to 3 times. Another tank item to consider is Dominance Ice. This item grants mana, physical defense, and critical chance reduction. Its unique effect grants 10% cooldown reduction. Its unique passive lowers the movement and attack speed of nearby enemy heroes. You can consider buying Oracle. This grants health points, magical defense, and cooldown reduction. Its unique passive raises shield absorption and HP regeneration effects by 25%. This can significantly boost your shield generation and HP regeneration. Lastly, you might want to consider Athena's Shield. This item grants additional health points, magic defense, and HP regeneration. Its unique passive grants a shield to your hero every 30 seconds. The shield absorption amount grows as the match goes on. The item build for Johnson really depends on the enemy's lineup. So make sure to read each item's description so you can adapt in-game. One of the best spells to be used on Johnson is Petrify. You can use Petrify to deal magic damage to enemies around you, and petrifies them for a few moments. This can really help you attack enemies peacefully when they are petrified, and let them suffer more time inside your ultimate's area of effect. You might also want to consider Vengeance. When this is active, enemies attacking you will be receiving certain points of magic damage back for each basic attack they deal to you. This lasts for a few seconds. In my opinion, the best emblem set to be used is the Custom Tank Emblem set. Custom Tank Emblem could provide extra stats according to your needs as a tank. Set Firmness to its max level because it can give you additional physical defense. Higher physical defense means higher durability for you as a tank. Setting Fortress to max level will provide additional physical defense percentage. Higher physical defense means more bonus physical defense you get tenacity to gain additional physical and magic defense. This is triggered when your health drops below 40%. For me, it's the best thing to get since you are a tank hero. Being a tank means you need to absorb damage for your teammates inside team fights. So, you need more defense to be able to stand your ground. Set first skill to max level first. Prioritizing this makes the cooldown lower. That means you can cast this skill again to stun enemies one more time. Prioritize second skill less since his first skill is what you need to disable enemies. Always upgrade his ultimate skill when available for upgrading. Getting most physical defense as you can from items and emblem sets will greatly boost his shield absorption from his passive and the damage of his first and second skill. So, it's better to choose the emblem set which will boost your physical defense. Johnson's passive skill is what makes Johnson more durable as a tank. The shield absorption points depends on physical defense. So, basically, choosing items and emblems with high physical defense is a must. Other humans choose to buy 6 pieces of blade armor, because this item gives the most physical defense. But doing so will put the unique passive to waste, because the effect of the other 5 blade armor will not be considered. Still, it's still up to you on which path you will follow on his item build. Johnson's first skill is what you need to disable enemies. Enemies hit on its impact will be stunned, so make sure to aim properly. You don't want to stun ghosts, do you? Johnson's second skill is what you need to slow down enemies. When chasing enemies, you also need this skill to slow them down. Just watching the enemies die while being slowed down is really satisfying. Johnson's ultimate skill is what makes Johnson a unique tank. With the ability to bring one ally along with you and drive around the map to gank is the best thing in Johnson. Just imagine that you can drive around the map and aid an ally instantly along with another ally, or gank enemy heroes.
You have slain an enemy.
Driving his ultimate skill is difficult at first, but you can try practicing driving him on custom mode. Before driving, make sure that you are really familiar with the terrain. You don't want bumping into obstacles and making your ultimate a fail. You can practice first driving around the map, and if you are now confident going around the map, you can now try to drive inside the jungle. As a driving tip, we can say that you should move the directional pad ahead before turning. Because just like an ordinary car, steering the steering wheel delays the car's movement. So that's definitely similar to Johnson's ultimate. You need to steer ahead so he can turn to the direction you steered to.
You have slain an enemy.
Take note that you can also use his ultimate to bump into turrets.
You destroyed a turret.
Turrets take damage from the collision, so you can use it for backdoor purposes. Just make sure to do it on the right timing, because enemies might pop out of nowhere along the way, making you crash into a wall, falling into an accident. Your ultimate can also hit and damage the enemy's base as well. In terms of combo, there is actually no definite combo for Johnson, but for the Kurumi way, we usually do this combo when using Johnson. First, we use our ultimate skill, and make sure to take an ally most of the time. Taking an ally with you is fun, especially when you both die. Just kidding. Then, I choose which lane to go for an easy kill. Then, you press the ultimate button again. You can accelerate instantly. Let's go. Just make sure you drive when not drunk, as you might get into an accident and hit a turret in the process. Then upon hitting an enemy, use your first skill to stun the enemies. Then, use your second skill to slow them down. If you have Petrify, use it. Then use your basic attacks and skills when available.
Slain an enemy.
If you are riding with Johnson, you can get off by using a skill. Just make sure you get off in a safe place so you won't be lost in the woods.
Under attack.
Additional tip, you can actually ride some who is channeling an ultimate skill like Farsa. But since Loca Girl doesn't have Farsa, let's stick with Gord. As you can see, Loca Girl uses Gord's ultimate while carried by Johnson. Just imagine if it's Farsa. She can use her ultimate along the way. Another tip would be, avoid picking Johnson as much as possible when Diggy is on the enemy side. Diggy's ultimate skill can easily counter Johnson's ultimate. We don't have a footage for that scenario, so just watch me drive inside the jungle instead. Last additional tip would be, you can chase dying enemies with this skill.
You have slain an enemy.
And you can also steal the kill as well.
You have slain an enemy.
Tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Johnson.
Legendary.
This video just guides you on how to use Johnson, the Kurumi way. We also thank Ligia and her squad for being with us in this game. You can follow her on Facebook for more of her Mobile Legends streams. So, once again, this is Kurumi and that's how you use Johnson. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to my channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, check out the featured video on our channel for the mechanics.
Team destroyed.
As what Igiji used to say,
As always, stay awesome, not toxic. Bye.
see you on the next Mobile Legends bootcamp. Cheers.